Alright guys, date night.
I'm back.
Yes. Our final destination. So next time, yeah, we're definitely gonna have it here.
Gorgeous restaurant.
Yeah. So yeah.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Ladies, imagine this. You're at the lavish Roman feast, candles flickering, like stars in Caesar's court, the air thick with the scent of spice wine and fresh baked focaccia. A man across from you, tall, commanding, eyes like a lion's, leans in and whispers, "You've conquered the world on your own, goddess. But what if I handed you an empire?" Your heart races, not from fear, but from the electric pull of true power. But from that's not a dream. That's the provider game. So I'm Anthony, AK-47 of dating, approach King 47, your unfiltered guide to the chaos of modern dating. And today, in the next 15 minutes, I'm dropping the underground playbook to lock in loyalty to one king, the provider who elevates you without chains, right? If you're tired of beta boys and fleeting thrills, stick with me. We're building queens and goddesses who rule beside your throne makers, right? Let's dive in. So why would you date a peasant? Like if, it doesn't make sense. If you treat your man like a peasant, you're dating a slave. If you treat him like a king, you guys are building an empire together, right? So picture this. This is me at 36, grinding in LA's neon jungle, Hollywood's battlefield, the nightclub, goddesses everywhere, queens everywhere. But I'm swinging like a blind gladiator, chasing highs that leave me empty. I'd wine and dine, drop cash on velvet roads and rooftop views. But mornings, ghosted, texts, hearts hollow as a forgotten coliseum. I was the nice guy provider. Flowers, promises, the works, but loyalty vanished like smoke from the sacrificial altar. So my villain, so it's that feminist fob that LA pumps out. Independence over all, no man needed. It chained me, ladies. False belief number one. A real queen flies solo, no king required. This is a lie, because that one solo queen has an OnlyFans, is charging $5 for nudes to 5,000 guys, $30, whatever, $50. Has multiple sugar daddies and providers, and it's a nice hook. I bought it, a hook, line, and sinker. Then Epiphany hit me like a thunderbolt from Jupiter. So today's episode is episode number 16, season 28, with our goddess 28. I took this goddess, our one and only goddess now, into this ancient Roman spot, walls etched with emperors, pasta swirling like destiny's thread. It was our dinner night. We dressed up, we looked good. So we bonded over the week with gym sweat, we had coffee confessions. It's her spilling tea of how she's everything to us, right? So the goddess has multiple training levels. She is the auditor, the therapist, the counselor. She is our lover, our girlfriend. She is our wife. And most of all, in the business, she is our recruiter for other girls. She is the infiltrator, gathering all data around her, right? And all in one fierce package. But she tested me. She's always testing, remember, for congruency. She's always testing for the alpha male. And, she canceled the night, flirted with freedom, and instead of begging, I mirrored her deepest pain. I also went out, right? I'm not going to try to control the women. Man, all she has to do is go to the nightclub. You know how many guys will sleep with? You know how many options he has in the nightclub? And so too as a man, as you get older, you have to really focus your mindset not so much in physical appearance, because that's a fleeting factor. If you're already above a certain age, women will put you in that old set, right? So if you want to date a young girl, you really have to play the provider game, right? And the dumb girls don't know that if you spend a lot of time with any girl, whether she's hot or dumb. There's no discrimination in how hot Justin Bieber is, whether you're a fat girl, whether you're a hot girl, right? So same thing with women. There's no discrimination in love, right? The more time you spend with a woman, the more she's gonna love you. So yeah, that is the trick. The ultimate trick, all you have to do is buy her time. All you need to do is get to her and make her fall in love with you. The more time she spends with you, your biggest punishment is you are this light. You are this source of happiness, source of money, source of provider. If she doesn't tune in with you, she loses that. She feels the darkness, the cold. That is the biggest punishment you can give to anyone, is your lack of presence, right? So if I were to convince you all this stuff about bullshit, the car you drive, the height and all that, that's false data. You need to really work on your personality, the confidence of yourself. And yes, so that old wound of betrayal, the fear of weakness, not cruel, but a gentle reminder, don't mess with me. Feel this sting if you cross my boundary. But with me, we're here building fortresses. You know, she leaned in, eyes wide, boom. She's under our control, right? Loyalty isn't chains though, it's the value exchange that turns alphas into unbreakable alliances. So, you know, I dove deep, interviewing shadows of my past, pageant queens like Miss California, Miss Russia, learning their secrets, right? I've dated the hottest girls in the last 10 to 15 years, right? So all the data I have is dating 10s and 9s. I do not know any other way, right? So they crave effort, not control. They carry personality. They don't want copies. All these guys are like listening to these dating books. You know, there's a script that guys follow. And women can see past that. Women's intuition is the highest. They're really good at social dynamics, right? So I forged my framework in fire, tested it on myself, tested it in the public, nights, calculated threats, and flirtatious hunts, then on her. So result, from 1 date a week to 4 dates a week, her schedule bent into mine like a dragon, right? So she is testing your reaction. Remember, a shit test is whatever you value the most, she's going to flip the script on you. You're an expert at teaching, training, she's going to criticize your training routine for the gym. You had a restaurant you really planned for and prepared for, you have investors lined up, she will switch it up and remove it to see how you react. So her goal is to test the man for emotional stability. If you're a psycho, if you don't control your emotions, if you yell at her, she's recording that shit, your text messages, and she's showing all her friends about that, right? So she's looking for a way out, and she's letting the public kind of decide that you are a bad man, toxic man. And that's her goal, right? So she's in a test because in the caveman era, if you get her pregnant with a kid, she wants to know in good times and bad times, you're going to protect her for the next 9 months, right? And if you show signs of beta, female, feminine features, she's going to play the role of masculine and yell at you, going to be mean to you, to kind of toughen you up. So whenever a woman kind of complains, whenever she feels like, you know, just pay more attention, give her more love, give her more gifts, give her more money, give her more what she needs, because if she's going to bitch at you if you're, you know, not providing and meeting her needs, right? So just ask her, hey, how can I meet your needs? You know, spell it out for me. And then she won't tell you. She wants you to get the hints. Apparently, guys, we are never good at getting hints, right? We're not psychics. You know, we don't get it. So you need to ask her, what can I do? And she will tell you exactly. How do I need to dress? You know, what do I need to buy? You know, how do you want to be presented? So she will hint. And, you know, we just don't get the hint, right? So it's simple, you know. Don't say I love you, show actions, not words. Give her a flower, give her a kiss. Every day create something, right? If you're not creating, it's being uncreated. These are called postulates. This technology, this is called postulates, right? Every day I have to create a relationship with my goddess. Every day, my wife, my goddess, she has to know that she's my goddess every day, right? On the day I don't talk, the max I wouldn't talk to a girl is 2 days. If there's 2 days of no communication, she's talking with another guy, right? Always refresh, you know, postulates every 48 hours, right? That is the key. This is tested with data with multiple women that I've spoken to. if you haven't talked to her in a week, another guy is entertaining her. So make sure you're postulating in her mind that you are her husband, you are her boyfriend, you are your, it is an exclusive committed relationship, right? And she transformed from my guarded goddess to my queen, co-piloting our agency empire. So, and me from dreamer to guide, leading us to the future-based cause, a tribe of providers and queens rewriting LA's script, right? We are Christian Templar strong, Christian-hearted, no hate, just a holy hustle. So, ladies, here's the one thing, ladies, the big domino that crushes every doubt is many dominoes. The true feminine power blooms not in you being alone, but in loyalty submission to a vampire queen like Anthony, who multiplies your throne, right? Make me more money, you're gonna get more money. Make me more money, you're gonna have more access to high, wealthy, hot men. So knock this down, and every thought that I don't need a man chain, right? It shatters. This is fucking bullshit. You don't need a man. How many guys are you dating? How many sugar daddies do you have? How many OnlyFans subscribers? Fucking paying $5, $30 for your fucking needs, right? What the fuck? And then what do you do? Where do you spend that money? You buy weed, you go on vacations, you go on trips, you go to the nightclub, you get drunk. You can't deal with the pain inside, man. Fix yourself before you wreck yourself, right? So you fucking need a man. You need a provider. You need a high value man. So this dating future-based cause trains both male and female. We're training all males to be alpha. This is a pay pig support group. If you guys have been used for your wallet before, if you're a pay pig, come convert. I'll teach you the alpha way where, yeah, you're gonna experience the most pleasure ever. Now, if you're a woman, I'm teaching you guys how to be a goddess, right? How to find and train a man to be rich so he can provide just for you. And you gotta be their coach, lead them into the alpha ways, not because he's never gonna be in charge of you. He's not gonna be toxic, right? He's setting you free, and then you become the queen of this empire, right? Worship and all that. So it's an exchange, you give up all these other men in exchange for developing him. He gives up all the girls in exchange for being dedicated to you. So do your job, right? So I'm teaching you, ambitious alpha women, you, the CEOs and stilettos, to surrender to your king provider, to the queen's loyalty framework. This isn't beta advice. It's a switch from red ocean swipes to blue ocean empires, right? So to hand you this power, I've got 3 secrets. Each blade just slides down the false beliefs, right? Secret 1 is to break the vehicle myth. Secret 2 shatters the self-doubt. Secret number 3, the external enemies. So we'll stack proof, stories, and strategies, and by the end, you'll crave the provider bond like oxygen. Secret number 1, the provider vehicle. Why modern dating's sinking ship, and how my hunt framework sails you to the shore, right? So false belief number 1, all men are players, loyalty is a myth. So I earned this the hard way, chasing ghosts in WeHo clubs, investing time in Flakes who valued my wallet over my warrior soul epiphany. The vehicles you take matter, right? Swiping a leaky raft, the provider hunt, a Roman galley, or sink to your rhythm. So, strategy. This is the 4-step hunt framework. Step 1, scout high status waters, right? So not dive bars, not nightclubs, but Caesar feasts were ambition swimmers. So where would they be? They would be in a fucking hotel, Chateau Marmont. They would be at the Sunset Tower. Wherever celebrities go, photography, like every rich guy, photography is not allowed. So whatever venue, photography is not allowed. The nice guy, Chateau Marmont, nice guy Justin Bieber goes there. Look at where the after parties are, right? Online. This is where you need to be. Like high status, the Grove in Beverly Hills, Irohan, that's where celebrities shop, right? The venue has to be so high end that that's where you find the man who is not a cheater. The higher you go in your tone scale, the less cheating you are. A high value man does not cheat. He is not promiscuous. He is a creative. His mindset, he sexually gets turned on with creative stuff, right? The lower end, it's more animal, right? So he cheats like a hungry dog prowling around multiple women. low value, ugly women, right? He's on a quota to satisfy his urges instead of saving his energy. Semen retention, the more semen retention, the more you prevent yourself from coming, the more energy you have so you can chase the girl and make her happy, right? So with my relationship to the goddess, I am kind of like, how do I say it? It's monogamous in that sense, where I'm not allowed to have sex with any other girl but her, right? And developing that relationship, she would withhold kind of anything sexual if I don't provide for her. Especially like if, let's say, I cheat on her or I do things, she's in control. It's like that term, being pussy whipped, but in a good way, right? So that's where we kind of like, with that control that she has control over our finances, she has control over our relationship, she has control over our business, she has control over kind of, pretty much everything, right? And that's kind of like the goddess demands is, in exchange, she's given up also her loyalty, she's given up hunting for a different guy, while I'm giving up hunting for a different girl, so we don't replace each other. So the moment that contract is breached, it becomes fair game, right? So it is a warfare, in that sense, right? So every night, if she's going out, I'm always placing threats. So let's say she cancels on our date tonight. I have 3 girls lined up if she cancels, who are prettier, skinnier, and younger. And if she doesn't fulfill her role as the goddess, right, there is 30 other girls in the back line waiting to take her place, right? Every day I am marketing, every day I'm showing the value of what she's getting, and she becomes almost the guinea pig testing ground. So other girls are framed to kind of observe what this lifestyle is, right? And every day, that's pretty much your marketing. You're going out, meeting beautiful girls, meeting rich guys, and she's also having access to the same resource. So when you guys kind of break up, which is like, the bound to the goddess is eternal, so it is permanent, so we're not even supposed to break up. But we are on the 28th rendition, and all the goddesses who left the agency went for a bigger, better deal, right? So every revision, we have a stronger training to kind of keep them loyal. Same thing with American soldiers. They get paid $18,000 a year at E1. A Chinese guy can come up to them and say, $400,000, give us the government secrets. As an American soldier, you have to say no to that, right? You have to be loyal to the flag, the U.S. Constitution. So that's what we're dealing with, right? We have all these terrorists offering the girls money to kind of break the commitment to the flag, but flag always stays first. You have to have American pride, right? So step number 2, mirror value. When she invests effort, you award experiences, like gym bonds that sculpt body and soul, flowers, dinners, whatever she wants. She really loves dinners, right? So she likes to be spoiled and all that. Introduce playful threats, right? Hint at backups if she flakes. I already mentioned that. Keep polarity alive. Desire sharp ladies. Step 4, action proof it daily. No I love yous. Do not worship her. Do not say things. All the guys promise her the same thing, but they don't provide, right? You got to show action, show money, and just build the empires brick by brick. So here's the proof. We have our hot girlfriend, Goddess 28. She went from maybes to yes. She's canceled at least 7 times. We've gone out so many times in the last month, and more than 50% she's always canceled or rescheduled. So this shows low interest, right? So we increase the interest by going for a different girl. So when we chase for a different girl, that's when she comes back. When we chase her, she's going to run away. She's like a cat, right? So you have to go introduce jealousy plot lines. That's the only way to get her back and increase your value, right? Because the biggest threat is her losing access to your resources. That's the only power you have towards a woman, right? And even then, you gotta love women. You can't show that you hate women. I don't care how much you hate women, guys. You need that fucking pussy. You need the sexual energy, and once you get that, you're not fucking gay, right? So there's no such thing as hating women. The value she provides is to get your energy synthesized so that you can make more money. Having a presence of a beautiful woman is a lot. Well, women are priceless, but if you can't afford a Ferrari or a mansion, you're not 6 feet. Having a beautiful woman around you has the same effect. It's going to be your shiny toy, and yeah, you just maintain her. What's her maintenance? What's her love language? Yeah. And so always worship her, adore her, tell her how beautiful she is. Otherwise, she will find that validation from another guy, right? Hot girls get validation from so many guys, so that when you compliment a hot girl, she's already tired. She already received the same compliment 100 times. So if you just compliment your girl how hot she is, eventually she'll be annoyed, but so too she will be annoyed with other guys that the words have no effect on her, right? So, So the income doubled under my lead. So we have a Miss Teen Cali recruit submitted to the framework. Now she co-runs shoots pulling $2,500 gigs. Ladies, this vehicle switches you from slow struggle to shared conquest, right? Feel that pull, that's your queen intuition whispering. Hunt a provider or stay adrift. And you're looking for one provider who can afford all your needs, right? So let's do it. You do a pay-per me for $800. You get paid $1,000. But then how much are you sucking this guy's dick, opening your legs for him? How much are you calling him on the phone? It's not even worth it. So you don't love this man, right? And there's no future with you and him, right? And he is not loyal. He has other girls, and he is just not. There's no loyalty involved. You're never going to be part of the future, right? The moment you get old, he's going to dump you for a younger girl. So this type of man is someone you don't want to invest your time in, because you sure as hell have to cash out $1 million to pay for your doctorate, so that if he dumps you for a younger girl, you have a future. But you cannot be playing this provider game, especially if you're doing a lot of therapy outside of that. So secret number 2, your inner queen, breaking the I'm too independent change with the submission forge. You tell yourself, control everything or lose it. I get it. I forged my own teams, micromanaged dates so they bolted. The villain, the inner voice born from betrayal, screaming witness kills, but epiphany struck mid-gym grind, goddess routine. Submission isn't surrender, it's the forge where the iron queens become mine. Strategy, my 3-step submission forge. 1, unearth pain, share your vulnerability, right? If you're scared of lions, say you're fucking scared of snakes and lions, right? If you're scared of spiders, say that you are. It's no need to act alpha and tough. She knows if you're lying. She's psychic. She reads your facial emotions. She knows when you're lying. So no commands, solutionless gifts. Let me handle this boundary message so free. 2, exchange rents. Her time for your treasures, right? If she treats you royal, give her money, right? Money flows, network expands, but only if she treats you royal. 3, daily adoration through needs, and also great unpredictability. And surprise piercing run, a threat-laced flirt to spark fire without burning. Tactic skin like cheat couldn't go with that. If she pushes, pull with everything. Proof, right? So the goddess, she feared control, but forged under my wing from therapy sessions to lover's world. Now she is our technical infiltrator, hacking social dynamics for our tribes, increasing our goals, increasing our man stats. In my bootcamp, 80% of the queens report deeper peace, doubled in value within 30 days. We have girls making $14,000, entrepreneurship, independent, and we teach you how to fish, right? Ladies, forge that submission. It's your superpower unlock. Secret number 3, the external wolves, the enemy. Throwing rocks at the enemy with the Empire Shield. False belief. The world is against us. No safe harbor. Spot on in LA's promoter pits. Unfair games, beta wolves circling. My journey battling those shadows. Recruiting Christians against hate. Templar style. History is not sticks and stones, but tenants carving empires, right? Epiphany. Enemies unite tribes. My strategy, my 5-step Empire Shield. 1, rally your cause. Our future braids. We protect female models' rights. That's our number 1 supermodel. 5'8" standard, size 0, blonde hair, blue eyes, right? We're protecting the legacy of Ford models, which is under our agency, Eileen O2 Ford. So, yeah, we build aesthetic havens beyond the STEM grind, right? Women should not be in STEM. If they want to make money, they're going to make more money as a model, being in the divine feminine, right? But they can also have the STEM mindset. They are going to operate the business of their husband, right? She is a worker for the husband. She is the CEO of the company, of the husband's company. Not the state's company, not another man's company, right? And the husband provides all the resources for the female. He does all the work, the field work and all that. But the woman is in charge. She is the CEO of the husband's empire, right? You don't want your woman working for another man, getting the promotions. You have to be paying her a salary of $200,000, $300,000, whatever it takes, man. So this is your genes, your family. So step 2, identity shift. You're not just a woman. You're like a queen. You're a goddess. You're a provider duo, right? He is your provider, your husband. You are his wife. Earning milestone badges, like the 2 hearts for charity empire, right? So 2 is like $100,000 and plus, right? Number 3, manifesto it. Phone background screaming loyalty levels us up. Loyalty is everything with you, and you only with one man, and him only with one girl, right? That is the only way, monogamy, right? Number 4, flirt external backups as shield, not swords, right? You use the flirting, you use the threats. You're really not going to go out with this girl, but if she does go out that night and she does not report that she's going out, she goes cold, you're going to tell her, hey man, I didn't hear from you, so I just went out with a different girl. Or a really hot young girl. Yeah, just fucking do it. So you're checkmating her like a chess game, like en passant. If she moves this way, you're going to take her pieces down. If she goes out without you, you're going to go out with a different girl. Simple as that. Unlock your psychopathy. Like, these women are already psychopaths, dude. Like, 13,000 years, they're going to ditch you for a bigger, better deal, for a bigger guy with a bigger cock, more cocaine, more testosterone. They will show no mercy to you. Why the fuck are you showing mercy to these women? Fucking, if she does not play her part, you don't play her part. Simple, right? You're not going to be a loyal dog, right? So, step number 5, sacrifice egos in the nightclub, right? Steal values from rivals and level them together, right? So, yeah, basically, prove our agency from solo hustles to $1 million months, right? Queens shielding each other, goddesses leading the agency, promoters routed. One goddess traded feminist fog for a full, now sings global anthem. Fat cat, rival snapping low. Throw those rocks, ladies. Your providers a shield. Together, you guys are invincible. So, secrets unlocked, dominoes down, now permission slip. I've crafted something to catapult you into this loyalty life. It's the Goddess Loyalty Bootcamp, right? My core offer for goddesses ready to hunt, forge, and shield, right? You're going to be making from $0 to $20,000 per month if you follow our step-by-step process.